The Palestinian Authority proudly lobbies for international recognition as the State of Palestine.
Here, an I-24 News investigation reveals how Israel has enabled the PA to upgrade its diplomatic ties, subsidizing the ambassadors to Palestine.
Designated me as ambassador to the State of Palestine.
This is Brazil's man in Ramallah presenting credentials as Brazil's representative to the State of Palestine. A transcript obtained by I-24 News in a worldwide freedom of information campaign. But Mr. Brazil de Holanda is also down in Israel's foreign ministry books as part of the Brazilian embassy in Tel Aviv, entitling him to the perks given to diplomats in Israel: customs duty exemptions, refunds on sales taxes, tax-free petrol, import duty and tax exemptions on a car, a diplomatic license plate, and a tax waiver on renewing their license registration, all at the expense of the Israeli taxpayer.
The Israeli government should not recognize, let alone fund, those so-called ambassadors to the PA. The foreign minister, the prime minister is also the foreign minister, has to recall them and tell them we are not allowing this to happen because it's A, illegal, B, immoral, and just false.
And there are more. Uruguay sends an ambassador to the State of Palestine. Israel lists him as working in Uruguay's Tel Aviv embassy. This is Chile's ambassador to the State of Palestine, listed as a diplomat at the embassy in Tel Aviv. South Africa's envoy, also to the State of Palestine, while fictitiously working in the Tel Aviv embassy. And the same with Sri Lanka.
So how did this happen? While Israel lobbied against the Palestinians' bid for recognition abroad, it turned a blind eye at home.
In 1993, Israel signed the Oslo Accords with the PLO, agreeing in Oslo II the Palestinian Authority could host representative offices, but no embassies in the West Bank and no accepting ambassadors. But then some states upgraded their relations with the Palestinian Authority. Some states stuck to the script, but for others, the Palestinian Authority is history.
Representative of Ireland in Palestine.
Palestine used for short, a letter from the president of Slovenia to the president of Palestine. Denmark's mission, its representative office to Palestine, without a word of protest from Jerusalem. In response to a Freedom of Information request, the Israeli Foreign Ministry confirmed it has no specific legal guidelines on these diplomatic missions.
If these diplomats were accorded rights and benefits by the State of Israel, and the Palestinian Authority upgraded their status to ambassadorial level against the will and established policy of the State of Israel, then the State of Israel should then rescind those rights and privileges.
The Israeli Foreign Ministry told I-24 News it has no reliable evidence to support our findings. That evidence is now public. Will the Israeli Foreign Ministry take action? Eylon Levy, I-24 News.